Hi there, my name is Michael de Miranda. This lesson is about timbal and the basic techniques that you can use on this timbal. I already did I did some lessons about the rhythms that they play in Bahia. You can find links in the description, but I actually never did a lesson about how to play correctly a open tone, slap and bass. The timbal is played similar to the djembe. So it's not the conga technique that you use, but more the djembe technique. Let's start with the open tone. The open tone sounds like this. And when you play it, you need a little bit tension in the fingers. So it's not too weak, like holding like this, but a little bit tension, not with a lot of force, but to keep them straight. When you play this open tone, you immediately bounce off the skin. So the skin will resonate. And what can I say more? When you play this open tone, it's always good to use your ears and to listen to for a correct sound. So for me, this is a good open tone. And the distance for me, if I press it, the edge is here. But not everybody has the same length of fingers, and not everybody has the same timbal, the same inch. This is 14 inch, but you have some are bigger, 15 inch, but you also have smaller ones. So what I can advise you is just play with the open tone. What happens if the open tone, if you play it more to the edge or more to the middle? What happens to the sound? Listen, this is for me correct. That's the edge. And then go back to the middle. Somewhere you will find the right sound for your right open tone sound for your hands and your timba, and that's where you have to look for. Yes, but that's actually how you play open tone. Bounce off the skin. Keep your fingers together. Yes. Okay, let's go to the next, and it's a little bit more difficult, this technique, the slap. For the slap, you don't use the full length of your fingers, but the fingertips. They are making the slap. My hand will go a little bit further on the skin than the open tone. So open tone is here, but when I play a slap, I will go here. And it sounds like this. And I play it with my fingertips. My fingers are also bouncing off the skin. And a little bit further, and you can see when I've played the slap, my hand is a little bit formed like this, my hand. And this part here, it doesn't hit the skin. This part will hit the edge, and my fingers will go through, and this will hit the skin, the fingertips. Yes? You need to hit the edge with the palm of your hand. If you don't do this and you only hit the skin like this, it doesn't matter how hard I try to get this slap sound, it won't work. This will get on the edge and my fingers will go through. And I don't play a slap with a lot of power. It's not like it sounds loud, so I'm using a lot of force. No. It's when this part hits the edge, my fingers will go through and they are a little bit loose. So not like an open tone with a little bit strength in it, but loose. It's the fastness of your fingers that make the sound. So actually this is a good exercise. So your fingers are loose, so you can play I know this is one of the most difficult techniques and sounds to get from a timbal, and you have to practice this a lot. And you have to be critical with your ears. When is it good, you know? And keep practicing. In the beginning, it will take a lot of effort, but once you find the trick, then you will see that then it will become easier, because in the beginning you think it's loud and you will use a lot of force, but in the end you can play slaps like this, and I don't play that loud. Yeah. Okay, the last technique is the bass, and the bass you play in the middle of the skin with this part of your hand. So I also bounce off the skin. When I keep my hand on the skin, you will also get a bass sound, but it's very short, like more like a bass drum. Short sound. And now what is important when you're playing a bass sound should sound low, and it's played with this part, but this part of the fingers will also hit the skin, but I won't make any noise with it. So I play. If my fingers are slapping on the skin, you will get a high sound. Like this. You will get some high sound, and you don't need this when you're playing a bass. It's, yeah. Those are actually the three basic techniques that they use on a timbal. The next thing, if you know how to play this and you know where to find the sounds, is to make exercises with combinations. So for instance, you start playing 4 open tones and then 4 slaps like this. So your hand will get used to, when you need the open tone, you go back, slap here, you try to make these combinations. A next combination is you play 2 open tones, 2 slaps and then a bass. First time you start with your right hand, with your strong hand. The second time with your left hand. So you have I always think it's important to also to start with your weak hand, so it will develop too. Another exercise could be just playing 4 open tones with one hand, then the same hand is playing a slap and then a bass, and then your other hand is doing the same. So you play. And the reasons why you should exercise or do exercises like this, or you can make up your own exercises, is that that your hand get used to playing slaps, and that immediately your hand goes here, or open tone here, bass, that you know the way around your instrument. Okay, I hope this works for you. And if you have more, if you have control over the sounds, well, check the links in the descriptions and you will find some nice rhythms that they play in Bahia. Good luck and hope to see you next time. Bye bye.